Pete's sake. Oh!
Oh. For goodness sake, Jerry, can't you be a little more careful? I mean, really.
Did you fall, Daddy? Daddy! Daddy! Now listen to me, Daddy. I'll be the mommy and you be the baby. Now here's your bottle, baby. Now I'm reading to you. Chicken Licken and Ducky Wucky and Goosey Lucy and Turkey Lurkey went down the road until they met Foxy Loxy and then...
Come on, Nancy. Put your book away and start your breakfast.
I'm reading to Daddy. So Foxy Loxy said, where are you going, Chicken Licken and Ducky Wucky and Goosey Lucy and Turkey Lurkey?
Stop it! Stop it!
Now, here, what's the matter with you? She wants to play. She doesn't see you all day, and at night you're so
Can I
grumpy.
just have some coffee?
Why, you haven't touched your ham and eggs.
I can't eat it.
You can't eat it? Well, that's the same ham we had last night, silly. You said it was delicious.
You had 3 helpings.
Look, can I just have some coffee, please?
Listen, Jerry, I'm getting tired of all this. You're acting like a bear all the time. I don't like it, and it isn't good for Nancy. You can't have everything just the way you want it. Children simply need a little attention now and then. So do I, for that matter.
I'm tired. How can I get any sleep with this yapping for water every night?
She doesn't cry that much. You've been jittery for weeks. You're not eating right. There must be something wrong with you, Jerry. Your stomach, maybe.
Oh, nuts.
I think it'd be a good idea for you to stop and see Dr. Bryant on your way home from the plant.
I haven't had a sick day in my life.
Oh, Jerry, just you do as I say and stop being such a baby.
It's crazy. I'm not sick, and I'm not going to see any doctor.
I still say it'd be a good idea for you to see Dr. Bryant.
And I still say it's crazy. I'm not sick, and I'm not going to see any doctor.
Okay, Doc, what's the bad news? Well, it's nothing physical, Jerry, nothing I can see. Well, sure, that's what I told Jean. The thing is, I do burp like a pig all the time. I get gas pains. Well, it will become something physical, and soon, if you go on like this. Not eating regularly, not sleeping.
But hell, half the time I can't eat. I can't sleep. That's the trouble. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in weeks.
It happens to everybody now and then. Got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Sit down, Jerry. Cigarette?
No, thanks. I got some.
Yeah, try one of these.
Gee, I must have smoked up that last pack.
How many packs a day do you smoke?
Too many. 3, 4, I guess.
How are things at home? Jean, Nancy all right?
Oh, sure, they're fine. The kid kind of, you know, gets on your nerves when you come home from the plant. Guess you can't help it.
How about the plant? How's everything going down there? Like your new work?
Sorry, Doc. The old stomach again.
How about the plant, Jerry?
Oh, what the hell? You don't want to hear about the plant.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Doc, I know my work backwards and forwards. I've been doing it for 15 years. I've been with this plant for 5, almost 6 years now. I've pushed hard. I got a pretty big job now. Worked up to be part of management, like they say. All right, so I'm part of management. I'm supposed to get the work out, right? That means I give the orders in my shop, right? But does the front office back me up?
Hell no. The kind of guys I got under me, I might as well be back on my old job. How they do the work, yeah. But it's grousing and griping and arguments the whole day like I was a Simon Legree or something. They make me sick. It isn't as if I was bawling them out all the time or anything. I don't keep yelling at them. I give them breaks. I try to get along with everybody. You know, they tell us at the front office about having consideration for other people. Well, what the hell? Naturally, you got to be decent and all. I try to be polite and nice whenever I can, but it just backfires.
It's a headache. I wish I was back where I...
What do you mean, it backfires, Jerry?
Well, like the other day. I'm sitting in my office, trying to straighten out a mess from the week before. Woody Myers, one of my foremen, comes in. He's got a beef. I figure it's best to listen to him. He's got something on his mind, so I stop my work. I tell him to sit down.
Jerry, we got to do something about that parking lot deal. The boys are pretty sore about it, and I can't blame them. With the rain all week, you know what a mess it was out there. Yesterday, some of the guys had to take off their shoes and socks to get across to our end of the shop. Now, I know they haven't paved the whole lot yet, and somebody's got to park in the mud, but I got an idea. You see, we get assigned to the muddy section at the north side and have to walk clear across to get in. Now, the accounting guys park in the sheds near us and have to go through the building and all the way around to the office. Now, I was thinking, if you could say a word up front about just switching the two, the accounting guys don't have to go in the mud. They go right in their place, and we go right into the machine shop. It's simple. All we do is switch.
Well, what do you want to do about it, Woody? You got any ideas?
Have I got any ideas?
Now, how about a guy like that? I interrupt my work, I ask him to sit down, I don't argue with him. No trouble. And he flies off the handle. Take last Wednesday. A couple of jobs came in, a little different from the regular stuff. I thought, all right, give the men a little responsibility once in a while. Let them handle these jobs right on through themselves. Well, I asked Steve Paulson to come in first. A good boy, very quick, a little on the eager side, but good.
Got a couple of special jobs, Steve. I want you to take one of them. Handle yourself all the way. You're the prince in production order.
Hey, good. I'd like to work on a special. Hey, I'll get on this afternoon. Thanks, Jerry.
Then Reeves came in, the other foreman. Pat's a good, steady man, a hard worker, and reliable.
Hiya, Jerry.
Hi. I just sent one of these specials down. I'd like you to handle yourself all the way through. You're the prince in production order.
I don't think I could get this out in time for you, Jerry.
Why not? You're through with that 236 order, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but...
What do you mean, well, yeah?
Well, I wouldn't like that order to go out without a check on it. Besides, there's nobody else.
Nobody else. It's a matter of McDermott or Angelo.
They look kind of busy this morning. And I'm the only one that knows the job. I'd have to explain it to them. And that takes time, Jerry. Then again, there's...
Wait a minute. Don't you want to take this job?
Well...
How many times do you get to work on a special? I'm giving you a break. Paulson just took one. Okay, skip it. You don't have to do it. There's no law says you gotta do it. Forget it.
Now, what do you call that? You give two guys the same identical break. One eats it up, and the other won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Now, listen to this one. This is a beaut. I'm going over the weekly production reports Friday afternoon. I can't seem to make any sense out of them. Then I finally see that the numbers on the right-hand side are all loused up. They're from the week before. It's already 3:15, and it takes a whole day to type them over again. Naturally, I'd catch hell for the delay. It was Mildred. She always does a neat, clean job. What she had to goof off for this time, I'll never know. I was sore at her, and I'll admit it. You're supposed to handle things like that privately. You know, in the office instead of raising hell out on the floor. So I asked her to come into my office so I can bawl her out alone in a nice way. And before I can even open my mouth, what do you think happens? The waterworks. Well, I like Mildred. She's a good kid. So I asked her, what's eating you? What's the matter with you? And all she does is give a little yip and run to the ladies' room. So, of course, I'm a heel. And it isn't just my people. It's the front office, too. I get to my desk yesterday morning. Right on top of everything, there's a nice big rush memo. What is it? A new batch of drawings for a job we spent 2 hours lining up the night before. Some bright boy up front. No reason, nothing. Just go ahead and change the whole damn job. So I see the boss. Say, Mac, did you see what those guys in engineering cooked up this time? Look at these drawings. The whole thing's changed around. I don't get it.
Jerry, I'm very busy right now.
But, Mac, this stuff has to go out tomorrow. I don't understand why it's been changed.
Jerry, you don't have to understand. I can't take the time now. You've got the plans, and the job has to get out.
But...
You don't have to understand. You don't have to understand.
So what could I do? I went out on the floor and just gave the foreman the new dope coal. Of course, they had a gripe about it, and naturally all my fault. Why didn't I go to bat? What the hell was I doing about it? So I told them to just go ahead and get the damn thing out. That's what you get paid for. Is to get tougher and tougher around that place. Treat them the same way they treat me.
Well, maybe not, Jerry. Look, this isn't a medical problem strictly, but maybe I can help.
Oh, the hell with it, Doc. I didn't mean to drag you in all this. I guess I'm pretty jumpy about the plant. I just kind of let off steam. Let's forget it. Feel like a jerk blowing up like that.
No, Jerry. You're trying to do a job down at your place, and it's on your mind. First, let me say that I don't know anything about factories, except that they're operated by people. People I do know something about. After all, they're my specialty. Not just physically either. Mentally and emotionally, too. I have to know what makes them tick. Now, this chart shows pretty much of the physical structure of a man. There's a lot more to him than just the physical. You might say there's a basic, primitive inner man in all of us.
You mean like when you're hungry, you gotta feed the inner man?
Yes, but there are many kinds of hungers besides the hunger for food. And there's an inner man for each one.
You're not just kidding, Doc.
But the inner men that are the most important to us just now are these two. Let's look at number one first. His need or hunger is for security.
Right. I don't like to stick my neck out. I'm a quiet guy and I don't want any trouble. I like it safe and comfortable, like little kids do. There's a lot of people like me. That's why I like to be part of a group, at work and on the outside. I get attention and sympathy when I need it. I like to feel I belong, and that makes me feel important.
Participation in the activities of a group, feeling that he belongs, gives this man the security he needs. Now, this inner man is after security too, but he's got different ideas about how to get it.
You're darn right I got different ideas. I want to feel secure, but none of this group stuff for me. I want a chance to show what I can do. I don't want to feel I'm held down. I want to get out in front. That makes me feel important.
You see, they both want to feel important and secure. And they both exist in all of us, all the time, whatever we're doing. But we don't like to express these basic hungers too openly. Society doesn't approve of it. So we keep our inner men concealed inside us. However, because of these hungers, each of our two inner men is constantly trying to get the upper hand. They're always fighting inside us. Sometimes one wins out for a while, sometimes the other. It's difficult always to find out which inner man is in the driver's seat. But we must try to develop the ability to find out, because when the feeling of security is upset in a person, one or the other of his inner men becomes hurt, angry, resentful. It destroys his feeling of significance, of belonging. To offends his dignity and pride. Often, we upset the security of others without realizing it. Careless word, some oversight on our part. We all tend now and then to overlook these human considerations. But if we want to get along with people, human considerations must come first. It's especially noticeable with children. They're very sensitive when their parents pay no attention to them. Oh. With grown-ups, the resentment of their inner men at being neglected takes other forms, and they tend to hide them. But they can't for long. It pops out eventually.
Yeah, that's it. My inner man's taking a kind of shellacking all over the place. And I'm trying to hide it, keep it inside. Yeah, I see what you mean, Doc.
No, you don't, stupid. You don't see it at all.
Huh? What?
What did you say, Jerry?
Huh? Oh, nothing. I just thought
Jerry, I'd like you to go home and get some rest. I didn't quite finish all I wanted to say. This sort of thing takes time.
Yeah.
Suppose you drop in someday next week, and tonight, go home, relax, take it easy. Don't let anything bother you, just relax.
And everything.
Relax. Take it easy. Don't let anything bother you. Just relax.
Relax, for the love of... How can I relax? Try and open this... Gene! Gene! Come on, open this door, will you? Come on, open this door, Gene!
Take it easy, Buster. Take it easy. Come on in. What took you so long? Well, how long are you going to stand there? Give me that.
Gene and Nancy are over at Mother's.
Here's a note for you. Hey, come on. We're at Mother's. Back around 11, have sandwiches and beer in the refrigerator. Let's get moving. Hey, look. Would you mind telling me what this is all about? I'm a little slow in the mental department. You're telling me. Slow is hardly the word, Jughead. That's why I'm here tonight. What do you mean? Come on in here and bring that. Sit down. Make me nervous standing there. Take off your hat, your coat. Get comfortable. For the last hour or so, you've been down at Doc Bryant's, right? You remember where he was talking about the two inner men? Well, let me introduce myself. I'm your third inner man. I represent what we might call your common sense. Your plain, common horse sense. Now, like the doc said, relax. Just sit back and relax. You got a nice, comfortable home here. I don't know why the hell you can't relax in it. I don't have any trouble. Now, I think the first thing we ought to... No, let's go back. This afternoon at the docks, you didn't understand any of that stuff, did you? I didn't think you did. Well, the doc's a good guy, but he takes too long. Too many big words. Let's you and me find out a little more about this trouble you're having down at the plant. Find out what's eating you all the time. As a matter of fact, I'd like to go back over these blow-ups of yours with your men.
take a look at what actually happened, and not what you think happened. Let's run through that last one again, where they changed the drawings on you. All right, what do? You barge into the boss's office. Say, Mac, did you see what those guys in engineering cooked up this time? Look at these drawings. The whole thing's changed around. I don't get it.
Jerry, I'm very busy right
You
now.
want to know what's cooking, what gives, what he's got to say about it.
I don't understand
And what happens?
Jerry, you don't have to understand. I can't take the time now. You've got the plans, and the job has to get out.
But you get the brush. That's right. My inner man gets a kick in the teeth. Forget about him for a minute. He's been sounding off all afternoon. What about the inner man down the line? If you hadn't been taken up with your own inner man, you'd have known they'd feel the same way you did about the changes. But what you do about it? No explanation, just get the job out. That's what you're paid for. Now do you know why they got sore? The same reason you got sore at the boss. You didn't have to know why the drawings were changed, but you'd have liked to know, wouldn't you? You'd have liked the boss to let you in on it. Make you feel like you're part of the outfit, like he's working with you. Make you feel like you belong with the group, like the doc says, instead of a buck private. Pick that up, right about face, forward march, get the job out. You gotta explain the score to your guys. Well, you make them feel like buck privates too, and they hate you for it. Now, how about Mildred? Got any ideas about that one? Well, I guess I did something wrong, but honestly, I don't know what. Well, let's go over it again. You wanted to talk to her in private, which is right, of course. Now, just what did you do? You grabbed the reports, march out of your door with a face like a moose, and clump across the floor with those clodhoppers of yours like you were going to kick somebody's teeth out. You growl at her to come into your office right away. Not so hot for the inner woman, was it? You made her feel like a dope. Or as the doc would put it, insecure in the eyes of her group. It says in the book you should take her in your office, so you did just that. Actually, you didn't give a damn about her feelings. You were all wrapped up in your own troubles. And where did it get you? Did you get the production reports out any faster? Will Mildred knock herself out for you in the future? In a pig's eye she will. And why should she? What about the 2 special jobs you gave your foreman? No, you did right with Paulson. You used your bean there. His inner man is the kind that likes to stick his neck out. Likes to show what he can do.
Hey, good. I'd like to work on a special.
Paulson likes you for doing that. He'll work with you now. But Pat Reeves? A different kind of a guy. Pat's careful.
Hiya, Jerry. Hi. I just sent one of these specials down. I'd like you to handle yourself all the way through. Here are the prints and production order.
He's all for security.
I don't think I could get this out in time for you, Jerry.
He doesn't like to take chances. He's afraid he'll flop.
Yeah, but...
Now, part of your job is to know that. And to put it up to him so he doesn't feel that way about it. So he'll have confidence. You've got to sell him on the idea he can do it. Now, let's talk about Woody. Woody comes into your office with a problem and a suggestion what to do about it. You ask him to sit down, and he does. He tells you the whole story.
Jerry, we got to do something about that parking lot deal. The boys are pretty sore about it, and I can't blame them.
But while he's doing that,
You know what
where are you?
was out there.
Off in dreamland. You don't know what he was talking about yet, do you?
Well, what do you want to do about it, Woody? You got any ideas?
Have I got any ideas?
No wonder he got sore. You were practically insulting him. You can't fake that stuff. If you're going to listen to a guy, listen to him. In the doc's terms, what Woody wanted was your attention. Something was bothering him. You're his boss, so he goes to you about it. So you brushed him off. Which brings us to a big point. Who the hell are you to brush Woody off? What are you, a big shot or something? Do you think you're a better man than Woody or any of these people? Well, no, You act like it. I bet you can't pull that stuff on the outside with your friends, or your title doesn't count.
Let's see if I'm right. That time you gave Woody the executive treatment, what'd you do that night after dinner?
Why, I don't remember.
Well, you should remember. You lost $9 playing poker right here in this house. You were sitting right in that chair.
Come on,
Coming just like this.
All right, you're getting him.
Gabbing all night.
Who dealt this mess of garbage? You, Pushface? Stop the chatter. Can you open? I need a can opener to open this pipe. How about you, Jack?
Open for 3.
3. How about you?
3.
Skip me. I'm in.
Let's up it again. 3 and 3 more.
And 3 more to you.
Hey, let a guy get in on this, will you? How many's that now?
Quit whining and just toss in your dough. That's 6 more.
Okay. How many, Jack?
1 card.
1. How many do you?
I'm honest. I'll take 3.
3. And I'm taking 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm out.
See, I've been thinking about a new convertible. Do you think Gene's old man could do anything for me on a trade-in?
Sure, I'll speak to him first thing in the morning. I'll give you a good break. It reminds me, Ed, how you coming on the garage? Kind of slow. You know, I only get to it on weekends.
Come on, Ed. Deal 'em up.
Well, how about my giving you a hand on Sunday? Hey, that'll be swell. Come out to lunch. Later we'll take some beer and we'll go to work. Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. I got 6 cards.
Miss Deal, Miss
Oh,
Deal.
no, look at that hand. Oh, brother, a flush. Ed, don't do that to me. I got a weak heart. Sorry it had to be you, big boy. Yeah, I'll bet. Hold a second, fellas.
Go ahead, lucky boy.
Best hand he's had all night.
Yeah.
I'll take 3.
Hi, Bob. Say, do you suppose you could sort of knock it off a little bit? It's after 11. I got to get some sleep. I get up there.
Oh, sure. I didn't know it was that late. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
How many do you... We'll break it up.
Who knows? The guy
I'm
could
not
be
too
lost.
far behind you.
Okay, guys, let's pipe down. One more hand. Gene will make some coffee and we'll call it a night.
One more hand. I gotta have a chance to recoup. I've been losing my pants.
I got a good winning streak going here. Why do we have to quit now?
Yeah. What's about another half hour, Jerry? Say till about 11:45.
Yeah,
Okay?
Sure,
yeah.
Jerry.
Hey, look, guys, look. The fellow lives right next door. It sounds like a clam bake in here. You got a recoup bill, but this guy's got to sleep. Tell you what. Will you call it square if I get Gene to throw in one of her chocolate layer cakes with the coffee?
Good
I was
enough.
saving it for my birthday, but what the hell. And, Bill, I'll give you cream with your coffee. You talk to me.
Sounds okay to me. Let's
Big deal for Bill, yeah.
right.
You must know somebody, Bill.
I got a half hour to get well here.
What?
Well, he said.
All right. Well, it turns out when you're in your own home, you don't treat everybody like you are more important than they are. You know better than that. Looks like you can get along with people when you're not at the plant. You might once in a while even pass as a nice guy on the outside. Now, did you see a hell of a lot of difference between the guys at the plant and the guys at your house? They all look like regular Joes to me. I sure feel like a jerk. You see, the funny part of it is I like Pat and Woody and Mildred. I always have. Got along with them fine before my promotion. I honestly don't think I'm a better man than Reeves or Paulson or anybody just 'cause I'm over them. I'm not that kind of a guy. I guess I gave them that idea, all right. And I know why. I guess I got to thinking that everybody in the place, guys in the shop, the girls in the production office, I began to think of them like so many tools to get the work out, to make a big splash. Now you're cooking. What are guys hungry for? The things he needs to make him happy are the same whether he's at home, at a party, or in the plant. He doesn't stick them in his locker when he checks in for work. People on the job are the same people at home. Look, with people on the job, there are 2 ways to go about it. You bark at them, throw the stuff at them, or you treat them like a human being. Like a customer you're trying to sell. Put it up to them so they'll want to buy it. Like a customer. That's right. I don't mean high pressure anybody. You can't order anyone to cooperate with you. But you can sell them. If you treat them the way you want to be treated. If you realize that your job as the boss is to figure out for each guy how to get him to want to cooperate with you. Well, you've been taking quite a beating today. First the doc, now me. But
but I think I'll be sleeping a lot better, though, from now on. There are a couple of things, though, you know, that I wonder about a little.
Like what?
I feel sort of funny about. I wonder how. I just can't go out to the guys in the plant and say, look, I'm a changed man. I got religion. I'm not going to be the same old slob anymore. Without being corny about it. Don't talk it. Do it. Okay. Now let's you and me get together. With your face and my brains, we might make a little headway. Relax. Take it easy. But it's going to take a little time, bub. Yeah. It's going to take a little time. Don't talk it. Do it.